Okay, folks, good morning. And welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond, and it is September the 24th, 2020. Okay, let's kick things off with the 800-pound gorilla in the room. That is, of course, the dollar, which is up yet again. I mean, man, not by a huge amount. I'm just not buying this anymore. That the dollar is the cause of such volatility coming off the lows. Let's take a look at crude prices, commodities. Holding, down, but holding. This should now be support. I'll tell you, if they can get energy to rally, this whole market's going up. All right. So energy looking okay this morning. While yes, down. It's the pattern that looks interesting to me. Oh, don't forget, Thursday Night Futures live tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I get the feeling that while we're down at current, we're going to rally today. S&P 500 down a third of a percentage point. You have Fed Chair Powell speaking on Capitol Hill today. This is his third appearance, and we've seen no skyrockets yet. No major announcements. S&P 500, Russell 2000 is up. Good morning, Kat. It's been a while. How you doing? Russell 2000 up, but still down below support. I would love to get excited here. Okay. Let's keep an eye on this. Glad to hear, Kat. All right. NASDAQ 100. Recaptured support. Pulled back. Recaptured. Pulled back. Lackluster, to say the least. Let's clean this up. Okay. So it's good to see that we're holding support. What are we down a half percentage point? I would rather see us down in the morning than spiking up higher, because usually those rallies fade. Look at Nat Gas, the rip here. Short covering rally, maybe. Honestly, probably. Today is Nat Gas futures report. I think 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We don't know whether or not we have a short-term bottom here until we do a retest. We already have a bearish reversal bar. This last 4-hour bar. So I suspect we will pull back here. And that's a good thing. VIX down. Oh, VIX down. Looky there. I think they're going to rally it today. Not the VIX. I think they're going to rally the market. Perhaps later in the day. Or we get a short covering rally on Friday. If not both. Silver down. We stopped out of, we kept our silver position. It wasn't a huge of a position. We stopped out of our half of our gold mining position on, what was it? Today's Thursday, on Tuesday. Let's see what that's doing today. GDXJ. I mean, sometimes it feels really good just to stop out and become a bystander. Yeah, so ideally they hammer GDXJ. Yes, I'm long of it, but I want them to hammer it. Hammer it down to the 50 mark. And we'll put some capital to work here. Back to the dollar. I keep looking for a break here. The thing about the U.S. dollar, I've fought it before. Being long of gold, being long of gold before a lot of other people were, or the gold miners. And it's like the Michael Myers of currencies. You think it's dead, you think it's broken, all of a sudden it comes back to life. All right. So ideally, because I see it happening here, is that ideally they spike it up higher. It's been consolidating ever since yesterday's close. They spiked the USD higher. At least the commodity sector acts negatively initially. And hopefully they take it up to nosebleed levels. The dollar anyway. And we get a bit of a correction. Yeah, it looks as though they're going to rally it here. But take note. Granted, this is only a 30-minute chart. But take note of the lower highs here on our RSI. I'm looking for clues. I'm looking for signals of whether or not this is a healthy rally with legs for the dollar. And we're looking for an edge to front run others that are either already buying or looking to buy some commodity names. So I get the feeling that we'll probably be dipping our toe back into the commodity pool at some point in time today. But no rush. If we don't get the setup, I don't feel compelled to put a trade on here. Goldcorp has Royal Vehicle. Are you familiar with these? No. What's a Royal Vehicle? Um, let's take a look at the Dow. I've been looking for a divergence here. It hasn't appeared yet. Let's take a look at what's the euro doing. Back to a 4-hour chart. Maybe some support here. Let's pull back and see whether or not we have historical support here. Oh my God. What a bloodbath. This is a horrible, horrible breakdown. If it closes here, this is a weekly chart. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a big break. All right, what else do we have? This does not look good. Japanese yen. Bearish key reversal bar. That's no bueno. But it's holding support. All right, let's do some chart requests. What is this? Here's a yen 30-minute chart. Yen is firming up here a bit. Higher lows. It's up on the session. Let's go back to euro. See if they can put anything together. It's consolidating. Nothing really inspiring here. Very, very short term. On the euro, that would cause me to become more bearish on the dollar. Okay. We'll see how we close. Hopefully they spike the dollar. I want them to spike the dollar. Let them exhaust it, and then we'll step in. And it may be a short-term trade, but we'll look to open up new positions in the miners. Royalty vehicle proper name. Like a share will spin off as a separate company at some point. Shareholders acquire for free. Huh. Interesting. I'm not familiar with it. Hey, RL, good morning. We'll take a look at those charts now. Yeah, what a monster. Weekly chart still looks good here on Zoom. A little bit of a topping action, which is good because it got extended. And we broke out on the 22nd, pulled back yesterday. Not quite a retest, but it still looks good. I mean, talk about relative strength versus the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. It still looks good. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. An inside bar, you may get a pullback and retest here. What's it doing pre-market? Not looking wonderful in the pre-market. Holding support. You want to see it hold above 490 the share. But overall, higher level view looks good for Zoom. AMWL. No reversals yesterday. A little bit of a fade. All right. American Well. American New. This thing is really new. This is a rough one. Not a lot of data here for me to grasp onto. It looks good. There's not enough real data here for me, RL. I wish I could offer more. There's not enough to latch onto. You know, we did see a fade yesterday, but hell, we were up. It is a new issue. Telehealth IPO. Okay. That's why. I really couldn't offer all that much on it in terms of feedback for you. You know, I don't know what's involved with telehealth, to be honest with you. I had to plead ignorance on that. And I was at my doctor's office yesterday, and they were talking about it with other patients, the ladies at the front office, and it just seems like a Zoom meeting to me. I don't know enough about it. It seems like a pretty simple business, but what do I know? Could be more to it. Let's take a look at I have a couple of charts I need to go over for members, and it looks like we'll keep this brief today. Twitter. Wow, very strong. Extended but strong. Probably because we're going into the election. Wow, huge breakout here. This was on my watch list a couple weeks ago. Huge breakout. You know, this company, though, is one account away, one cord cut away from disaster. What I mean by that is if they cut the president's feed, or if he leaves, they're done. I don't know who spends so much time on Twitter, but not the healthiest of environments to be on. Daily charts very, very extended. So I suspect it will probably get a pullback on Twitter. But, you know, taking away all the other issues that I dislike about the company, overall, the technicals look very, very good. I have to say that. But I have a definite bias tilt against them. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Cisco. Disaster area. Avoid. Avoid. For dramatic effect, avoid. For a third time. We break the March lows, and it's going a lot lower. You know, maybe we'll put in a higher low here, but at current, we're at the lows of the month. Indicators are going in the exact wrong direction to get long of this. If anything, on a break below this lower band of support, it becomes a short. And technically, on a weekly basis, we're already down below it. Here's where the market sent you a signal. The week of August the 10th. It broke out, was rejected, bearish reversal bar on the week. The rest is history. Daily chart. Yeah, I think this goes lower. I would avoid. And possibly even short it. And with that, folks, I'm going to say everybody have a very, very profitable day. Smash that like button if you would. And hopefully I catch you tonight on Thursday Night Futures Live, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, stay safe and be well. You're welcome, Cap.